Feeling good, man. It's my first fight. Pretty excited. Yeah, I got some jiu-jitsu competitions out of the way, but it's my first MMA fight, so I'm excited, yeah.
So do you think the jiu-jitsu competitions you've had are going to help you a lot in this?
Yeah, I mean, definitely getting out there under the spotlight, you know, that definitely helps, but MMA is obviously a different kind of thing, so it should be fun. Yeah.
And is jiu-jitsu your primary sport, or do you mix it up?
No, I got a black belt in Taekwondo, so do the whole thing, yeah.
Fight commentary breakdowns. Jiu-jitsu guy is on the left in the blue shorts against the red boom strikes.
Nice.
So jiu-jitsu guy probably is not as good a striker.
Well, he said he's got a black belt in
Taekwondo.
Yeah. So he's going for the single leg, trying to go for the single leg here. He's got a good, I mean, the red shorts doing pretty good crossface.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's going for the seat belt. He's taking it down to the mat. Jiu-jitsu guy's committing to this single leg. He's almost got it. Problem is, yep, there you go. Looks like he's got it. Nice, good. Side control.
You can see his jiu-jitsu experience.
He's got side control here. That's good. He just needs to wait for a second here before trying to progress.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Well, he actually, now he has full mount. So that's great. But just wait here for a second. Just base your arms out. Don't get swept. Just hold on to this position for a second. Move up. You know, put your knees underneath the armpits. And go for the arm bar. Look, that left arm of the guy in the red.
And he got swept.
Yeah, he got swept because he didn't base his arms out. All he needed to do was base his arms out, and he wouldn't have gotten swept.
You know, he's pretty good guard.
He's got good shoulder control here on the left. He needs to go for the arm bar immediately. There's no reason for him to be waiting on this.
I see.
As soon as your hand is on the mat, your opponent's hand is on the mat, you need to go for a rubber guard. Like this is a rubber guard waiting to happen.
I see.
But now the guy's pulling his arms out. He's going to try and do some ground and pound.
Yep.
He's trying to transition for. Looks like he's trying to set up a triangle.
Triangle, yeah. And at this point, just from my perspective, I heard his corner shout triangle. That's why it looked like he was trying to go for a triangle.
Nice. Yeah, he's doing an okay job. What he really needs to do is he needs to put his left arm over the back and grab the lat.
And this is when the guy slips out. Ooh, those punches.
That's a pretty non-helpful ground and pound right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just don't ever want to take your eyes off your opponent.
Oh, I see. And, you know, because it was his first debut, so, you know, these mistakes he will...
Yeah.
But like you said, this is...
He needs to constantly be weary of the hands, the strikes. Here, he's got good shoulder control on the left.
Yeah.
He's not in danger on that side. Why is he not doing the same thing on the right? Why not make sure that hand isn't going to... He needs to have his hand on the inside so he doesn't get struck. Now he's trying to go for an underhook here, but if he's going to commit to that underhook, he needs to... go for the sweep.
I see. Because the point is, like you said, you don't want to stay in this position.
Yeah, you don't want to stay in. I mean, he's got attacks. Like he's clearly. So here again is where he should lean over and grab the lat across the back and set up this triangle. He could have easily finished this triangle here, had he put his right arm over the back of his opponent.
Oh, interesting.
Because then his opponent couldn't posture up. Right?
I see. So once you prevent the opponent from posturing up, that's then when you wrap the leg.
It's much easier to set up the triangle.
I see. So like you said, he's trying.
Yeah.
He's trying, but the opponent's posturing up. Very interesting.
Yeah, he's thinking about going for a knee bar here, but the problem is that he's taking his eyes off his opponent.
Oh.
And so he's getting lit up here.
Man.
And a lot of people are just really content to sit in half guard and deliver strikes. That's why if you're in half guard, you don't want to stay there. You put it in lockdown and you sweep them.
Wow. So interesting. So, the jiu-jitsu guy that we interviewed, unfortunately, lost this fight. But again, you know, it's his debut, so he's going to learn. He's going to come back stronger.
Yeah, he learned a valuable lesson, which is you don't take your eyes off your opponent.
Yeah.
In jiu-jitsu, you can. In jiu-jitsu, you can feel it out. You're not worried about incoming strikes and everything. But, you know, in MMA, it's a total different story.
Exactly. So, and I definitely want to see him in the future to see how he progresses, how he learns to get the striking game up.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, I'm sure that he's going to start doing, you know, combat jiu-jitsu where slaps are allowed, and that will train him to be cognizant of incoming strikes.
Exactly. And I believe when they announced who he's fighting out of, he's quote-unquote independent. So he doesn't have like a dojo or like a gym that he fights out of, which I think probably if he wants to be more serious, he has to do that.
There's like a real sense of camaraderie and brotherhood that come along with a dojo.
Yeah.
Or academy, I guess is what I usually call it. But you know, and that's just to have objectivity. You need to have that mentor who's looking at you objectively and can tell you how to progress.
Yeah.
You can't rely on your own, you know, close subjective view of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm still rooting for him. He was such a nice guy. That's why I was really rooting for him. He seemed like such a nice guy, and I wanted him to win. But next time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he'll go back. He'll certainly focus on lockdowns and rubber guards and all that sort of stuff and controlling the posture.
Exactly. So we learned a lot, especially in a fight where it's not just jiu-jitsu, but it involves strikes. You have to control the posture. It doesn't matter if you're good at jiu-jitsu. If you're getting punched in the face, your jiu-jitsu won't go work.
Yeah, and remember that if you're going for an attack from the bottom, you have to get your head 90 degrees away from their head. So if you're gonna lock a shoulder down, you know, and prevent them from striking you, say on the left side, well then put your head 90 degrees towards that arm that you have locked down that can't strike you, and then the other arm can't strike you in the head either.
Yeah, because of the angle.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And a lot of people think, well, that doesn't look like an arm bar. It doesn't matter. You lace up your legs and you go for a kimura from that position. You know, if you know, you can throw in a triangle. You can do a straight arm bar with your arms. And there's a lot of variations that people tend to get caught up on the traditional arm bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they forget that you can roll for omoplatas just as easily as you can roll for an arm bar. So
makes sense. So this was Fight Commentary Breakdowns on Epic 38 from Epic Fighting in San Diego. Nice. And Epic 39, if you look, is going to be August 24th of this year. So in a few months. So we might go back there again.
Yeah. Fight promoters out there, go ahead and hit Jerry up for his credentials so he can come watch your show and give you some good commentary exposure.
This was Jerry and Rob.
Hey.